I am not going to stop learning. I can do the recording now and I can still go and learn, because all what I'm doing is about learning on a daily basis. The album today is called Finding Oneself, but when it was done and with whom he was working, I did not know. It was only after it was finished being, most of the tracks were already done, that he came over. By then we were owning a little butchery in Tembisa. Then he came with the tapes, and I listened to it.
Will the album sell? You know, what do they think of me? Because he knew he was different.
It got an award, and that was not another surprise. And it was like not just one award; it was 2 awards for the best contemporary and best traditional. I think the Ntate Moholo and the Molelekwa and Marabia with Ntate Moholo, to me those tracks were like, they were non-starters. I could not understand them. To me, I would not have put them on there, but Moses went on and put them there.
If you listen to Mountain Shades, Finding Oneself, it's not a jazz album. It's a South African jazz album.
But his mother would always come in between us when we are having these little differences and say that it just be a little bit, you know, take it a little bit easy on the boy. I said, this is going to be a man tomorrow. He's not going to be a boy forever. You know, I found it difficult for me to help him, you know, because all the things that he said were like, they were all right.
Moses had like quite early successes, going back, I think, at the age of 17 or 17, 18.
I thought this is the greatest thing that happened to him, was to go on this tour with Hugh Masekela overseas.
What Moses has done is taken all these sounds, these influences of the various people that he's met locally and abroad, and he takes notice of every piece of music that's being played. When Moses attends a concert, he's fully focused on the artists, on the people, and it's all these influences and all these things that he expresses on his piano that made him not a jazz musician, that made him Moses Molelekwa, the African piano player.
But I found this transcript, and it confirms the influence. They were talking about the various different tracks and the influences of other piano players, and there is indeed Abdullah Ibrahim is in there.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Herbie is in there. Becky.
Yeah, yeah.
And McCoy Tyner.
I'm going to say, you've got to buy 3 albums, okay, piano people, or people who don't even like piano. Get 3 albums, okay? Get any Moses album, so that's 1. Get The Sorcerer, Miles Davis, and you listen to Herbie Hancock playing on there. None of that funk shit that you came up with later, right? This is the deep Herbie Hancock playing chords that are, they're angelic chords. I think the angels touched his brow. And then get any album by Bud Powell, and you'll hear the relationship between the great piano players. So yeah. Bud Powell and Moses but Paul died too early as well, just the same.
Sometimes take a Bach piece, you take something like the Unfinished Symphony and just jazz it up and do a Moses thing and do it as a joke. The rules of jazz were there because that's how he was being influenced. He played Mbaqanga, he played anything, he played Marabi, he played anything, he played young music, he played house, he played drum and bass, he did everything. He just did what needs to be done. That was one of the most important events of Moses' life, of his musical career, was Nantes. And I think that was just after he released his first album.
Yes. As Moses said to me, you know, after all, Nantes to me has done one thing. It has shown me how many different cultures we have in this country. And I've never ever seen so many cultures. And I was able to see them all in one place.
Just our relationship with Europe. It's just like that. It's like you want to hear some song and music, you end up hearing it in New York.
You know, whatever you do, you must give it your utmost. You know, don't limit your thinking. Don't do all those things. And that is what I was always doing with Moses.
A tribute to my grandfather. This one is entitled Ntate Moholo, which means grandfather. It's in Tswana.
And every show that Moses performed in, if it was his show, he would always play the track called Ntate Moholo. It's a fast tempo, it's got like a take 5 kind of rhythm, and then it's got all those other things. But I think what he likes about it is the speed at which he is doing it, and I think it is a true dedication to his granddad. I was very happy to see my son sitting next to my father doing something like that. He said, no, let me show you. This is how we do it. You see, say, no, show me that chord again. And then they worked on it, and then the next time he was playing it himself. I think he was a very kind person, apart from being a very good musician. I never dreamt that he would be a musician because we wanted him to be academically okay. Why I wanted him to play the piano is to just have that kind of sound in the house, you know, because we're dreaming of buying a nice piano in the house and there would be someone playing this classical music and so forth. And that is the kind of, it was like creating a lifestyle for ourselves, a family lifestyle.